Namaste everyone. So in the previous video you learned 5th main till 7th question. So there are 10 questions in 5th main. So I completed till 7th question. So now let us complete the other 3 questions in this video. So the next is question number 8. So what he has given, sin a plus cosec a whole square plus cos a plus sec a whole square equal to 7 plus tan square plus cot square. So now I am taking LHS. You can observe in both the terms they are looking like a plus b whole square. You can observe a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square. So I am using the algebraic identity a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this identity we are going to use now in both the brackets. So now apply the identity and expand it. So a is sine and b is cosec. So apply this and expand. Sine square a plus cosec square a plus 2 sine a into cosec a. So first bracket I expanded, that is using a plus b whole square. A square is sine square, b square is cosec square plus 2ab. 2 write as it is. A is sine and b is cosec. Now the second bracket. So here I am going to write, there little space is very less. So I am continuing down. You can observe. Same apply a plus b whole square. Cos a plus sec a whole square can be written as cos square a plus sec square a plus 2 cos a into sec. So both the brackets we expanded using a plus b whole square. Now let us just observe what you have in the RHS. You have 7 and you have tan term and cot term. So here I don't have any term like tan and cot term, I don't have. But let us do, so you can see a sine square plus cos square. Put together sine square a plus cos square a, put together, and plus 2 sine a cosec a. 2 sine a into cosec. Cosec can be written as 1 by sine. Next plus, I am taking again this term. You can write however you want according to your comfort. So 2 cos into sec. So cos a I am writing as it is. Sec can be written as 1 by cos. Just observe, it is very lengthy and try to understand. Just group the terms. Sine square plus cos square I grouped in one bracket, and 2 sine a cosec a can be written as 2 sine a into cosec can be written as 1 by sine plus 2 cos a into sec a. Right, cos as it is. Sec can be written as 1 by cos. Why? Because you can cancel sine and here you can cancel cos and cos. Still what is remaining? Remaining is cosec square a plus sec square a. Right, as it is. Cosec square a plus sec square a. So now don't forget to write equal after every step. If you won't write equal, all these expressions will be like same single expression. So be careful, whenever you start the new step you have to write equal. So what is sine square plus cos square? Here you know that it is 1. So this bracket became 1 plus, and in this bracket how much is remaining? 2 plus. Here also 2 plus, and what terms you have here? Plus cosec square a plus secant square a. Now let us add 1 plus 2 plus 2. We got 5. 5 plus. So what you got? You got 5 plus cosec square a plus sec square. Cosec square a plus sec square a. Now what? I have this 7. Instead of 5 I have 7. And instead of cosec and sec I have tan and cot. So what can I do? Just recall your identities. So in this whole exercise, I said already, whole exercise is based on identities. So you can write 5 plus cosec square can be written as 1 plus cot square. This is the third identity what I explained. Plus, so cosec square can be written as 1 plus cot square plus sec square can be written as 1 plus tan square a. You can see cosec square equal to 1 plus cot square, sec square equal to 1 plus tan square. Now simplify. 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus cot square A plus tan square A. So you can see, observe the RHS, you have 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A. So this is your RHS. So again here we took LHS and we proved it as RHS. Hence the proof. Now let us continue with the 9th question. Given LHS cosec minus sine into sec minus cos equals to 1 divided by tan plus cot. So I am taking LHS. So LHS is cosec minus sine into sec minus cos. So let us see, whenever you have, one thing you remember, whenever you have sine and cos, don't try to convert them as their reciprocals. Whenever you have cosec and sec, try to convert them as a reciprocals, because you know here cosec can be written as 1 by sine. So here if I write cosec as 1 by sine, if you write sine as 1 by cosec, I don't have cosec term there in the RHS. So better to write cosec as 1 by sine. So this, write 1 by sine minus sine A into, again sec can be written as 1 by cos A minus cos. Now in both the bracket you take LCM. So what is LCM in the first bracket? Sine and 1 LCM is sine. So here you have to, already sine is there, LCM is sine is there, nothing to multiply, multiplied by 1. And here in the denominator you have 1, so multiply it by sine A, because you have sine A in the LCM. So 1 ones are 1 minus sine A into sine A is sine square A. Next, in this bracket cos A is the LCM, and here you have to multiply by 1 because you have cos A, and here it is 1, so multiply this by cos A. So 1 minus cos A into cos A is cos square A. Now, what I can do? So 1 minus sine square A, as you know the identity, sine square A plus cos square A equals to 1. So from this you can reduce into another form. You can write this as 1 minus sine square. 1 minus sine square equals to what? Cos square. This you can write. Another way you can write 1 minus cos square A equals to sine square. So these are the another two forms which can be reduced from the identity. Sine square A plus cos square A equals to 1. You can observe that 1 minus sine square A is what? Cos square A. So I can replace 1 minus sine square by cos square A by sine A into, and you can see 1 minus cos square A is replaced by sine square A by cos A is remaining. So understood? So first bracket, that is 1 minus sine square A can be written as cos square A, 1 minus cos square A can be written as sine square A. Now you can observe like terms are there. Here one cos gets cancelled and here one sine gets cancelled. You have two cos here. So one cos will be remaining into, and here sines, two sines are there. So one sine will be remaining. So you got cos A into sine A. So what I can do from this? I got cos A into sine A. Further I can't do anything. But I didn't get the RHS. So what I can do? So whenever you have this type of question, stop it here and mark this as 1. So I reduced LHS into cos A into sine A. I got, after simplification of LHS, I got cos A into sine A. Keep as it is, and remember this, the one I got from LHS, I got cos A into sine A. Now let us take RHS also and simplify. Let us see what happens. So take RHS. Whenever you take LHS, if you are not getting RHS, whenever you take RHS, if you won't get LHS, this is another method of doing. Solve, simplify both LHS and RHS and come to the common answer. When you get common answer after simplification of LHS and RHS, that is also will be proved only. So now let us take RHS 1 divided by tan A plus cot A. So you can see in 1 you have cos and sine. So in tan you can write as sine by cos, cot you can write as cos by sine. So write this equals to 1 divided by sine by cos plus cot can be written as cos by sine. So this equals to, now write 1 as it is, you write down and the denominator you take LCM of this. What is LCM of cos and sin? Same, cos A into sin A. So here you have cos, so you have to multiply by sin, because you have both the terms here, cos A into sin A. You have only one term cos A, so multiply sin A. And here you have sin A, cos A is missing, so multiply this by cos. So sin A into sin A becomes sin square A, cos A into cos A becomes cos square A. So what do you get now? So you can write equals to 1 divided by sin square A plus cos square A is what? 1 by cos A into sin A. So when you reciprocate this in the denominator, you will get 1 into cos A into sin A, nothing but cos A into sin A. Take it as 2. So you can see after simplifying LHS, I got cos A into sin A, and after simplifying RHS also, I got the common answer, that is cos A and sin A. So from this you can conclude from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 you can write as LHS equals to RHS. Hence it is proved. Now let us solve the last question of this chapter, that is 5th main 10th question. So you can see the different, it is compared to other 9 questions, it is little bit different. You have 3 terms here. So till now you are taking LHS and you are taking RHS and proving. Now which is LHS and which is RHS? So nothing like that. Here you have 3 terms. You can mark this as the first term as 1 and mark second term as 2 and the third term as 3 for your convenience. So here I am not taking LHS or RHS. Let us take the first statement, whatever he has given, the first statement, and simplify what we get. Let us observe. The first one I am taking 1 plus tan square A divided by 1 plus cot square A. Now, what is 1 plus tan square A? What is 1 plus tan square A? You have identity. 1 plus tan square A is secant square A. And what is 1 plus cot square A? 1 plus cot square A is cosecant square A. So this equals to, again you can further simplify, secant can be written as 1 by cos. So 1 by, because you have square here, 1 by cos square A whole divided by cosecant square can be written as 1 by sin square A. Now further you simplify, 1 by cos square A into, reciprocate this, so you get 1 by sin square can be written as sin square A by 1. Sin square A by 1. So at last what you got from this? You can see here 1 into sin square A is sin square. Cos square A into 1 is cos square. So you got, can I write this as sin A by cos A whole square? Because square is there for both numerator and denominator. So what is sin by cos? Sin by cos is tan. So tan square A. So you can see we proved, we took 1 and we proved 3. So we took 1, that is 1 plus tan square divided by 1 plus cot square, and we proved it as 3, that is tan square A. Now I cannot take tan square A, I have to take the second one. Again I have to prove this as tan square A. Then all the 3 will be equal. Now let us take 2. That is 1 minus tan A by 1 minus cot A whole square. So we have to prove this also as tan square. Now you can write this as, write numerator as it is 1 minus tan A divided by 1 minus cot can be written as 1 by tan. Because we need tan term. So now numerator write 1 minus tan A as it is, but in the denominator if you take LCM as tan A, here you have to multiply this by tan, because here you have 1 and here by 1. So what you will get, 1 into tan A is tan A minus 1 into 1 is 1 whole square. So from this how can I simplify? Write the numerator as it is 1 minus tan A divided by, in this you can see 1 minus tan A and tan A minus 1. Both are not same, terms are reversed. But if I take minus common here, I can write this as 1 minus tan A. Why I took minus common? To make this tan A minus 1 as 1 minus tan A. So divided by tan A whole square. Now you can observe 1 minus tan A and 1 minus tan A gets cancelled, and here minus is there. As you know, minus is multiplied twice, it becomes plus. So minus into minus becomes plus. And what is remaining inside? 1 divided by 1 by tan A whole square. This is remaining. So when you reciprocate this, what happens? It becomes tan A by 1. So that becomes tan A by 1 whole square. Nothing but it is tan square A. So again I took 2 and I proved 3. So with this I can tell whatever I marked this as 1, I took 1 and proved 3, and we took 2 and also we proved as 3. So from this I can tell 1 equals to 2 equals to 3. So hence it is verified or proved. So with this we completed this chapter. Very interesting chapter. I hope everyone enjoyed this topic because it was a new topic for you. First time you are going to learn, and this is continuous for your higher studies. So very important topic. Learn carefully and grasp all the basic knowledge in this chapter. I hope everyone enjoyed this chapter. So with this I end up this chapter, that is Introduction to Trigonometry, and wait for the next chapter. It is very interesting chapter again, that is called Application to Trigonometry. Thank you.